All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another live. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, you guys, my neighbors are in the background again and they are going crazy wild with their music. Oh my goodness, they are partying to the break of dawn, I must say. But yeah, you guys, happy Sunday. How is it going for everybody out there? I hope you guys are doing swell and staying safe as usual. You guys, my neighbors, they are just, it's something else. But you guys, today I wanted to talk about a topic. It's kind of interesting. So, for those of you that are dealing with narcissists, or maybe you've dealt with them in the past, or maybe you know somebody that has dealt with narcissists, you know that this is something that they do. To be honest with you guys, I want to say I made a video about this back in 2020, 2020, or it could have been 2019 or somewhere around 2021. But a couple years back, I did make a video on this because this is actually something that I've been through when it comes to the male narc, the borderline, and my aunt that was a narc. But basically, if you have had a narcissist around you, or you, like I said, you may know somebody that's dealing with this. When it comes to a narcissist, these individuals never take accountability for anything that they have done to you, maybe to any harm that they've caused you, or any hurt, any pain, or anything like that that you have suffered in their hands. They will not take accountability. And in fact, they will actually blame you for the things that they have done to you. They will say, oh, well, it's because of what she did, or it's because of what he did, or, I did this only because of this or that. Or, they'll begin to play the victim and they'll try to pretty much scapegoat you or use you for the reason as to the reason why they've done this harm to you or caused you this sort of pain or caused you injustice or mistreated you in any way. They'll put you as to blame, even though the things that they're doing to you is not justified. It's definitely immoral. It's not right to do, and they just don't care, and it's just like, well, you don't care either. But the thing is that sometimes the narcissist does care, because you got to think about it, like, the reason why they're doing something is because they care. Like, if they didn't care, they wouldn't do it, you get me? But they do care, in actuality. So what's interesting is, yeah, they want to make you responsible, or they want to make you accountable for the things that they've done to you. And to be honest, again, it's due to selfish reasons. It's due to, their own hurt, their own pain that they've suffered in their lives. And, sometimes they don't know how to direct their anger and their pain in a productive and a constructive way. So a lot of times, if the narcissist feels that you've done something to them or you offended them or whatever the case is, then they feel like that's their right to mistreat you, or it's their right to, lie on you or try to set you up or try to trick you, or they'll try to retaliate or be vengeful or whatever the case that they're doing, right? So it's never okay, right? Because again, God's always watching, God's the judge, at the end of the day, and no one really has the right to mistreat anybody for no apparent reason. It's just, that's not how life works. Like, there's always consequences to your actions, and some people learn that sooner or later. Now, me personally, that was something that I learned years ago, which is why I always tell people, always treat people the way you want to be treated. Because if you don't want to be treated like how you're treating somebody, you shouldn't be out there mistreating people for no apparent reason. I always say, if you have a problem with someone, you should address it, in a mature way, not in a way where it's petty, it's, just, it's gossip, it's drama, it's just rumors and just silly stuff. It's just like, you have to you have to get to a point in your life where you become an adult. You know, you can't be like a teenager for the rest of your life. You can't be in high school for the rest of your life. You have to grow up, you have to graduate, and you have to mature. You know, you have to become an adult, you know, and that's not something that the narcissist wants to do. You know, a lot of them, as I always say, they have an adult body, but they have a mind of a like a 5 year old, a 6 year old. Like, you know, it's like, you know, they feel like they have to get their way and the things have to go as they want, and that's just not how things work, you know. And some, like I said, they have to learn that the hard way, unfortunately, you know. So it's just like, it is what it is, you know. So but yeah, so, and so if you're dealing with something like this, let's say if the narcissist is you know, mistreating you, or let's say the narcissist betrayed you, or let's say the narcissist lied to you, or they lied on you to like some other people, or they're gossiping and they're trying to hurt you, or they're trying to like provoke you or get you to react and stuff like that, just know that it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like, however they're treating you, just understand that that person, they have a personality disorder, you know, and that's not your fault either. You haven't done anything to anybody. You get what I'm saying? Even if you felt like you have done something to someone, I'm pretty sure you would like say something, you would apologize and stuff like that. But if you know deep down you literally have done nothing, you know, I just wanted to, maybe this is just a video just to reassure you guys, like, don't allow anybody to make you feel like you've done something wrong and you have not done anything. You get me? You know, just stay focused, stay strong, keep your faith in God, and know that God's on your side, and know that as long as you're right with God, trust me, it doesn't matter what anybody says to you, it doesn't matter what anybody does to you, or it doesn't matter if anybody's trying to do spell work, or they're doing rituals, or, you know, gossiping and spreading lies on you. Let's say somebody's doing something to you every day. Let's say they're gossiping about you every day, or they're doing spell work every day, or they're projecting onto you every day. It doesn't matter. As long as God is for you, it doesn't matter who is against you. Like, that's something that I learned years ago on my path, especially like, you know, the journey that I've been on. I had no choice but to trust God. Like, I had no other option but to like stay focused on myself and stay focused on God, because when I was going through the things that I have gone through in my life, there was nobody around, there was no one with me but God, and I had to go through things, and it was just like, I'm gonna get through it. I know I was gonna be okay, and it was like nothing, it was just like, it was what it was. It's like, as long as I had God, like the little things that I needed at that moment in time, I was good, you know. And that's really stuck with me over the years. It's really made me stronger, and it's really made me like, okay, like, it's cool. Like you just realize like little stuff just doesn't matter. Like, you don't sweat the small stuff. It's just like a lot of stuff in life, and even the stuff that you deal with a narcissist is small stuff. You know, it's just, it's petty. It's just, it's beyond. You know, it's just like you don't care. Like, you know, it's just like little stuff. You get me? So, you know, it is what it is. But you know, just realize that, yeah, like when you're dealing with a narcissist, don't try to reason with them. Don't try to do anything to them to try to get you to understand your perspective, or don't try to question why they're treating you this way. Just understand they're doing it on purpose. They know what they're doing. Narcissists are not stupid. They know what they're doing. They know that you haven't done anything to them. They know that. They know that they're just being petty. You know, they're just being vengeful. They're just trying to retaliate. Maybe they're upset that they got rejected, or maybe they're upset that somebody doesn't want them anymore, or, you know, maybe they're upset that you know, things didn't go in their way. Maybe they try to set you up, or maybe they try to get people to think of you how they think. Because let's say the narcissist is jealous of you, or let's say the narcissist is envious of you, then they're gonna want other people to feel that way about you too, because that's how they feel. So a lot of times, if the narcissist feels like they can't control you, then they're going to want to control how other people see you, because they're that jealous of you. They're that envious of you. And like I said, you literally haven't done anything to this person. Like, you don't know this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just really are just kind of like, okay, like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you just really have to be rooted in God. You have to allow God to take control. You're not God. The narcissist is not God. And so at the end of the day, God created the world. This is his universe. So you have to allow God to handle everything because it's outside of your hands. You're like, this is just beyond me. I'm good. Like, you get what I'm saying? And so it's just like, it is what it is. Like, you just got to keep moving on with your life. You just got to keep doing you and doing what's right for yourself and what's going to make you happy at the end of the day and what's going to make you productive and constructive, because dealing with a narcissist, trust me, that's not something that you want to do or be around or be involved in. You don't want it. You're like, you can have it. It's good. You won. It's cool. Go ahead. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say, if let's say a narcissist is stalking you every day, or let's say they're trying to taunt you or haunt you or follow you around, or like I said, they're gossiping, or let's say, they're doing stuff to try to get your attention. It's like, that's on them. Let them keep doing it. It's like I said, you literally haven't done anything. And a lot of times, when you're dealing with a narcissist, you're not dealing with a regular human being. Like I said, you're dealing with an entity. Like, you're dealing with a demonic individual. So it's like something has possessed them. You get what I'm saying? And so a lot of times they're trying to recruit you. Like, to be honest, like a lot of times they're trying to recruit you and to get you to be a certain way. And it's just like, I'm good. Like, it's like, you keep doing what you're doing. It's like, that's on you, but you have to keep doing what you're doing. You have to keep, on track. And it's like, it is what it is, It's like I said, you haven't done anything to this person and things like that. And, the narcissist, like I said, the narcissist knows that. They know that you're innocent. You haven't done anything, but they are the ones that have done it, and they try to play innocent. They try to, like I said, all the stuff that they're doing it because they want people to see them a certain way, and that's not who they really are. That they're very good at manipulating people. I must say that they're very good at trying to set people up, trying to trick people, and start drama and start chaos and stuff like that. And it's just like, nah, like it's cool. It's cool. Like, I don't want any parts of that. You can, So, but yeah, just something to be mindful of. You know what I mean? And like I said, don't try to do what the narcissist, like whatever the narcissist is doing to you, don't try to mimic that back. Like, you don't want to deal with that karma. Trust me. Like, you don't want to deal with that, because essentially the narcissist knows that what they're doing is not right, and the thing is that they want you to do it back because they know like what they're getting. They want you to get that too. It's just like, no, like you don't want to engage in behavior like that, because that's not going to lead you to anywhere positive, right? It's not going to lead you to anywhere good for yourself, for your family, for the things that you have planned for your life. Like, you don't want to deal with stuff like that. It's just like, if that's what you want to do, by all means, go ahead. Go ahead. Whatever makes you happy. I'm happy for you. If that makes you happy, go ahead, Let me see here. But I hope that this is helpful. Like I said, this is just an inspirational video here, you guys. Like I said, if you're dealing with a narcissist and let's say, they're doing little stuff to you, they're trying to get reactions, or, they're just, it is what it is. Just allow them to keep doing it. Like, all right, cool. Go ahead. That makes you happy. I'm happy for you. Yeah, like I said, they know like what they're doing. But like I said, some of them will try to blame you for their mistreatment of you. Because like I said, they just refuse to acknowledge, like, hey, that's not cool to do that to a person, like, and I think a lot of them, they kind of forget that, not only do their actions affect themselves and they may affect you, but it also affects the people that are around them. And again, you have to remember, they don't care about them either. That's the other thing. It's just like, this person is just, they're just out there in the world and they feel like they can do stuff and they don't have consequences. And it's just like, any person, like, with their head on straight, they, with their mind is right. They know if you do something, there's an effect. There's a cause, and there's an effect. That's not something that I'm saying. That's a law. That's a universal law, And sometimes the narcissist thinks that they are above the law and thinks that that doesn't apply to them. But that's just not the case. And then sometimes the narcissist we talked about they try to steal your destiny. Sometimes they'll try to do destiny swaps. So a lot of times the narcissists, they may try to be you or something, or they may try to act like you, or they may try to talk like you and get in your energy. And they may think that, oh, okay, I'm becoming this person and da 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 da. And then, so what it is that they want you to become like them and them to become like you, because maybe they feel like they're going to try to take something and they're going to try to steal something from you and stuff like that. And it's just like, all right, go ahead. You go ahead and have what you think you're taking. Take it by all means. Go ahead. It's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you don't want to be involved in that. Like it's like you go ahead and do that to somebody else. Because I'm pretty sure whatever the narcissist is trying to do, if they're trying to get a reaction, maybe somebody else might react, or somebody else may have a different way of dealing with it. It's like, go ahead and do that with somebody that would want to engage. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, it's because the thing is, like I said, the narcissist is very immature. They're like kids. Like, how like when kids like do stuff for attention, right? Kids, like, I mean, and I love kids. Trust me, I do. I love kids, but sometimes kids do things and they do it because they're trying to get a reaction out of their parent, or they just want their parent to look at them, or they just want their parent to to say something or spend more time with them and stuff like that. That's how a narcissist is. They're literally like kids. And even the grown adult, like let's say you have a narc parent or a narc in-law, they will behave like kids too, you guys. It's crazy, right? Your own narcissistic mother or your own narcissistic father or in-law, they will behave like a child, you guys. That's why a lot of times with some of the parents, the adult, the narcissistic parents, they'll do a parentification to their children. So what it is that they'll try to swap places with their kids. So the parent will try to become like the child and make the child the parent. So they're trying to make the child be held responsible for themselves. You get me? Or it could be where that narcissistic parent is trying to make their child like their friend, or make that child become like their confidant. So what they do is they try to, that parent, they are trying to have it to where their child is like their girlfriend or their boyfriend. So they kind of do that whole incest thing. And, it's kind of like sickening, to be honest. It's like, they'll try to control their child. They try to sabotage their child's relationships and friendships because, they feel like you're taking something from them or whatever like that. When it comes to the in-law and stuff like that. And, it's just all about control. It's all about control. It has nothing to do with love, nothing. Nothing to do with love. And sometimes you have narcissists that will do things for money. Like they'll literally do anything for money. Like they'll go, like I said, they'll do spell work, they'll do magic, they'll do rituals and stuff like that. And by the way, I don't do that. I do my oracle readings. You guys know, if you got a reading for me, you know that my readings are very genuine. We're not here to harm anybody. We're not trying to hurt nobody. We're not trying to swap destinies. We're not trying to stalk and harass anybody over a relationship or over money. We don't do that here. We don't. All the readings that I have ever done, and you guys can look at my reviews, you can see that they have been very genuine, very positive, straightforward. You get me? But when it comes to a narcissist, especially like the spiritual narcissist, or like some of them, they have those gifts and talents and they use it, for evil and, destruction. They try to destroy people. They try to ruin people's lives, like with gossip and rumors and, just false accusations. They'll make stuff up. They'll lie. They'll cheat. They'll steal. They'll try to bribe people to do stuff to you. And they'll try to bribe people to stalk you, bribe people to follow you around. And they have people thinking stuff about you that's not true. You get me? And they think that there's no consequences for that. It's just like, I'm not sure what happened previously, but that's not how the real world works. It's like there's consequences to your actions, And so it's just like, if that's how people want to live, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. You get me? But you haven't done anything wrong. Just stay firm in what you know is true, and you don't allow gossip or drama to steer you away from what you know is right for you, and what the promises of God. You get me? But let me see here. And sexy Michelle, hi. Hi there. Um, but yeah, you do have a lot of that going on with the narcissist. Not wanting to take responsibility. And I think it could be because, nobody has really made the narcissist take responsibility for their actions. You know what I'm saying? It's just like maybe they felt so comfortable doing that because the thing is, like the narcissist, the stuff that they do to you, they have not only done it to you, but they've done it to other people. So that's why they feel so comfortable doing stuff like that, because a normal human being is not going to do that to anybody. Like they're not going to try to like stalk somebody every day or harass somebody every day or try to provoke somebody or try to get reactions and try to swap destinies and try to do crazy stuff for money. Like a normal human being is not going to do stuff like that unless they have done this previously to other people, or like I said, they try to do like magic and spell work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they've studied that type of stuff and things like that, and it's just like that's not normal. Like normal people would know that, but due to, like I said, like whatever the narcissist upbringing was, or maybe something happened to them, who knows? But it's just like that doesn't give you a right to hurt other people. It's not acceptable, and they're going to be held accountable, whether they like it or not. So it's just like you shouldn't be out there doing that type of stuff to people, because nobody's doing that to you. So you don't have a right to do that to other people. You get me? Sexy, you said I'm dating a narcissist, but I can't let him go. I'm so miserable without him, even though he is not the right one for me. Well, okay. Huh, that's interesting. So you can't let the narcissist go. Is there a certain reason you feel like you can't let him go, or is there a certain reason why you feel like you have to hold on? Because I mean, to be honest, when I was dealing with the narcissist, I never felt like I couldn't let him go per se. I think it was just at the time, like many, many years ago, when I was like codependent and trying to overcome codependencies. Yeah, I think it's because I didn't know who I was. I was lost years ago. I didn't know myself. I didn't know God. I didn't have a path for myself. I didn't have anything going on in my life during that time. And it wasn't until I found myself and I found God, and I had to spend time alone. Like I wasn't like with anybody. I wasn't dating or, you know, that's when I found out who I was. I had to work on the things about myself that I was insecure about. I had to work on my insecurities. I had to work on my triggers. I had to work on the things that I didn't like about myself, the things that I didn't love about myself. I had to work on that. And a lot of people are not going to do that. And that's their choice. That's their prerogative. But at the end of the day, that stuff, people hold on to, like their pain, their fears, their worries, their doubts, their insecurities, their traumas, all of that people hold on to. But it's like you're gonna see as you get older, or you have different relationships, or you have different friendships or different connections, you're gonna see like, wow, like that doesn't really do me any good holding on to that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like it only hurts yourself, but you're hurting other people. Now, when it comes to a narcissist, because they have been hurt so bad, they have been in pain, it gives them joy to see you in pain, right? It gives them joy to see you upset because they're so like on the deep end, they're so dark and they're so demonic that that's who they are. They're not going to change, and so they want you to feel how they feel. So they want, even though they know what they're doing is wrong and they're doing it on purpose, they want you to feel how they feel, and so that gives them joy. So you have to do the opposite. It's like, no, like you can have that. Like I don't want to feel that way. I'm good. Like I'm cool. So you said, I guess I just don't want to start over with someone new. Yeah, I mean, and it makes sense. I mean, if you are dating a narcissist, I've had somebody tell me that they're like, hey, I know this person is a narc, but they were used to it. They were comfortable. I mean, that's all they knew. They kind of admitted that they didn't want to start over. At that point, that person told me, that the narcissist was taking care of them financially. They admitted that they were fully codependent on this narc. Like the narc was in control of everything. And that's the other thing with the narcissist. They want to control everything. They want to feel like, they own you, they feel entitled to you and everything that you got and every stuff like that. And even when you're trying to move on and let things go, they don't want to let it go. They want to hold on. And it's just like, that's on you. Like, if you're gonna hold on to it, that's your life. That, I mean, you don't have to do what the narcissist is doing. And like I said, even if the narcissist is being vengeful, they're being trying to retaliate and get back at you, trying to hurt you. It's like, okay, cool, go ahead. Like, I'm not, just because you want to do that doesn't mean I have to do that. I'm not going to. So, I mean, it's just a lost cause here. It's like, you should probably do that to somebody that has that same energy, because you're not going to do that. you know, it's like, it is what it is. And the thing is that the narcissist, they're not going to, even if let's say the narcissist feels like you did something to them, they're not even going to tell you like what you've done. They rather just gossip and start drama. It's like, it could have been avoided if you could have just said something to the person. Like, it's not hard. You can talk, like, but the narcissist is not going to, because a lot of times they know you haven't done anything. They know you haven't done anything wrong. You haven't done anything wrong, but they have. So that's on them. You said the narc was not taking care of me. You was taking care of him. Okay, he always put me down, but just to make me feel less, I'm just so over at this point. Yeah, the narcissist, it depends on the dynamic. Some narcissists will take care of you, and then other narcissists will want you to take care of them. Yeah, they'll put you down. That dealing with a narcissist is abuse, period. Like, that's literally all it is. Like, it doesn't matter who the narcissist is in your life. They will abuse you. They'll put you down. They'll make you feel bad. They'll curse you. They'll do rituals. They'll do spells. For those of them that are into that type of stuff, they'll gang stalk you. They'll harass you. They'll blackmail you. They'll curse you. They'll smear campaign you. Sometimes they'll try to get physical. Sometimes they'll try to get the authorities involved. Sometimes, they'll accuse you of stuff you haven't done. And then they'll try to blame you for the stuff that this narcissist has done to you. They'll try to blame you and say, oh, it's her fault. It's your fault. In actuality, it's like, it's the narcissist's fault. They feel a type of way. They're upset, right? They feel rejected, or they feel like they made a mistake. And so they're going to want to make you pay for the mistakes that they have done. It's just like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Mm-mm. So no, it's like, if you done something wrong, you got to pay for that. So, yeah. You said, oh my God. You said all these things you're saying is, yeah, it's true. It's true. There's no lies detected here. No lies detected here at all. That's what we always talk about. And that's one thing about me on this channel, is you're going to get the truth. The truth hurts. I know it hurts, right? But it's better than a lie. I'm not good with lies. Like, I cannot lie. Like, and I'm not saying that I'm a saint now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a saint, because I have sinned. I've done wrong in the past. I can admit, yes. Just like you have watching, everybody else watching. Nobody is perfect. But I can admit that. I can admit that I'm not perfect. But I know right from wrong, just like anybody else, just like the narcissist that's out there doing wrong and hurting people. And they keep doing it and thinking that, it's cool, but it's not. It's like, that's on you. That's your life. You get me? But one thing that I take pride in is being honest, being a very transparent individual. And because for me, I'm just like, I just know God and I know karma. And it's like, I don't play around with God and I don't play around with karma either. It's not cute. It's not pretty. It's nothing to be played with. And it's just like, people keep doing stuff. That's on them. It's like, that's their life. We all have our own lives to live. We come in the world alone and we die alone. At the end of the day, it's just our body is going to be in that casket when the time comes. It ain't going to be nobody else's body but ours. So it's like, you got to think about these consequences when you're out here doing this stuff to people and, thinking everything is funny and thinking everything is cute. It's not. It's not cute at all. So it is what it is. You have to learn. People have to learn the hard way, So, but Yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about? Because I don't want to be on here for too long. Y'all know how I be, right? The other thing was, and thank you, sexy Michelle. I was actually wanted to touch on something here. Oh, but the person, they was just saying that, they knew that the individual was a narc, and it was just to the point where they just didn't, not saying that they didn't care, but it was more like they felt like they couldn't do anything because the narcissist had that much control over them. And that's why I always say, if you find out that an individual around you is a narcissist, or let's say your parent is a narc, or like, excuse me, your significant other is a narc, it's best to learn how to be independent, because the narcissist thrives off of the like trying to control people. Also some of them, they like to thrive off of competition. They like to compete with people, and it's just like, you're not competing with anybody. You don't like competition. You like, you're good. Like, go ahead, you got it. Like, you take it. Like, but the narcissist is all about competing. They're all about control. They're all about winning. It's just like, go ahead. Like, you got it. Take it, please, by all means, go ahead. Like, you don't want anything to do with that. So it's like the narcissist is competing with themselves, because you're not at all. Like, you don't do that. Like I said, whatever you see the narcissist doing, you want to do the opposite. Do not repeat what the narcissist does. Don't mimic anything that the narcissist does. Do not do it. You don't want to live that life. That is not a good life to live. Trust me. I've been around these individuals. I've lived with them. Trust me, they are miserable. Like, when I tell you miserable, I mean miserable behind the scenes. Seriously. Like when I lived with my aunt for those 5 years, misery. When I say misery loves company, I mean misery loves company. Like, my aunt tried to make it seem like she was happy behind the scenes. Like, she had a lot. Like, I must say, my aunt, she was very well off. Like, she had a nice career. She had a lovely home. I mean, you would think that she was happy. She had, picket fence, family and stuff like that. We would travel and do fun things together, and have little like family get-togethers and stuff like that. It was happy on the outside. You would be like, oh, okay, I see you. But behind closed doors in the home, it was bullying, it was fights, it was arguing, it was harassment, put down, sabotage, competition, all types of stuff. You'd be like, what? And I was thinking the same thing. I'm sitting here like, wait, is this what really goes on? Is this like, yeah, that's what really goes on. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so trust me, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. So it's best to be free of a narc. Trust me, you want to be free of these individuals, because if you are around these people for like too long of a period of time, either you become like them or you become suicidal. For some people commit suicide due to these individuals. Some people become isolated. Some people begin to hate themselves. Some people become doormats, or pushovers, or they become super introverted, where they don't want to like talk to anybody anymore. They don't want to have any connections, no friendship. They like just don't trust people anymore. It's just like, and it's understandable, because dealing with these narcissists can make you just like that. So I have a lot of compassion for people that were raised around these individuals, people that had to grow up around these people, or maybe even having a situation where it's a in-law type of dynamic, or let's say you're coming in new into a connection with a person that you are talking with, and their former person is a narc, and so they're trying to like come in and cause havoc, cause drama, and it's just like, it's cool, like you can have it, like so you don't want to be a part of that. Trust me. Like, you do not want to do that, because it's just pointless. It's just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm super cool on that. Like, you got it. But yes, you guys, I hope that this was helpful and insightful. We're definitely going to do more topics. So if you guys want to learn more, or if you guys want to, any other topics that you want to learn about, please make sure that you do leave them below. I do thank you, Sexy Michelle, for leaving that. And then also, If you want to be supported by me in any way, you guys can feel free to go to my website. You can go to livenarcfree.com. Make sure that you do get your copy of all 3 of my books. It'll definitely help you on your journey to healing and recovery. And what else? Don't forget, if you guys want to learn more about being assertive, learning more about how to assert yourself, especially, if you're an individual that you don't. I would love for you guys to let me know how you feel about that. Any other topics or courses you guys want to learn, we can definitely learn and heal and grow together and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm signing out. I hope that this was insightful. Oh, I wanted to talk about how the narcissist may try to get you to sell your soul, or how the narcissist probably has done that themselves. Real quick before we go. I brought this up because I was thinking about how narcissists will do this to their victims. They will. And that's how they can get people to become their monkeys, their minions, people that's in their harem and things like that. So I thought this was interesting. Because the narcissist will do this. It says selling your soul is, it refers to the act of doing something dishonest or bad to gain wealth, power, or success. So it says, for example, he has sold his soul to the devil for fame and prosperity. Yeah. So it says in traditional Christian belief, it says a deal with the devil is a pact between a person and the devil or another demon. In exchange for their soul, the person receives favors from the devil, which includes wealth, knowledge, fame, power, and youth. So, yeah. So the thing is that the narcissists, they will do this. They'll sell their soul to the devil or to like demonic energies or demons and stuff like that. They'll do this, like I said, to gain wealth, to gain money, or a certain status and stuff like that. So you just want to make sure that you don't do this either, because a narcissist could be trying to convert you. They could be trying to get you to sell your soul or to get you to do something evil for money or prosperity, whatever. It's just like, please don't. Please don't sell your soul. Like, don't do that, because trust me, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. It's going to make you even more miserable than maybe how you could be feeling, or, it's going to, make you like the narcissist. And you do not want to be a narc, you guys. I'm telling you, it's not a good way to live. It doesn't lead to anywhere good. Trust me. And then even if you feel like, because I know that I did have somebody tell me like, oh, well, why does the narcissist get to look like the hero and I look like the villain and stuff like that? It's like, trust me, like that stuff is not going to last. It may be lasting right now, but in the long end, over time, you're going to be like, oh, I see now. Like, you get me? That's funny. Yeah, it's just like, it's the truth. Like I said, this channel is about the truth. If you don't want to hear the truth, I recommend don't watching. But if you want to hear the truth, definitely watch. Like I said, the truth hurts. The truth is not always pretty, right? But me, I'd rather know the truth than to know an ugly or pretty lie. It's just like, no, I'm cool. I don't want any lies. I'm good. Like, I don't lie. I'm not dishonest to people. I'm not out here trying to hurt or harm anybody. But if people are doing that to you, it's just like, don't return evil for evil. It's like, no, I'm cool. But anyway, I love you guys. Hugs, always. Ooh. But anyway, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Don't forget, like as usual, try my sugar scrub. This is actually, this is a scrub that I've been using myself. I usually use this on like twice a week, actually. And shout out to those of you that have tried my scrub. I truly, truly appreciate you so much. And like I said, make sure that you do get my books as well. You can go on Amazon. You can go to my website to inquire about that. And also make sure that you do subscribe to my email list for future events to come and things like that. Make sure you guys also do join my free Facebook support group called the Healing in the Recovery Room. I would love to have you join that. We do have a lot of members in that group as well. But anyway, I love you guys. Until the next time. Bye. Have a good one. Love you guys.